Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Karen StampPad. My name is Karen Scott, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Edmonton, Alberta. So welcome to today's live. I see Margaret Ann's beat me to the punch. Sorry, I think I'm, a minute late. I was typing in names on my wheel decide for my next winner. So, today I am going to play with the the cards are mainly based on the designer series paper, the shining brightly designer series paper, and it comes in the Oh Holy Night suite, and so this is just one portion of it. This is the specialty paper. There's other designer series paper that comes in that as well. There's two bundles and some dies, and I got everything in the suite except for the dies with the manger and the camel, and I didn't get the trinkets, the star trinkets, excuse me. I'm either just coming down with something or just getting over it. I've been down and out this since Sunday, so I am just holding it together here. So I didn't get those because they were sold out, and so were those other dies. So I bought everything else in the suite. And so I just decided today, because I haven't really felt much like playing with anything and spending time doing this. So I just whipped together a few quick cards that we could do just using the designer series paper, some of the dies in the suite, and the sentiments, because I have some family members who would really like these sentiments in the Night Divine stamp set. So anyway, I will fumble my way through this. Just bear with me. Sorry about that. And so before, I'm not going to ramble on, just remember today starts the sale that Stampin' Up! Is having with 10, 15, and 20% off. So I think ribbons and embellishments, I think, 10% off, inks and ink pads and are 20% off, and cardstock, designer series paper, and some of the specialty papers in the annual catalog are 20% off. So take advantage of that while you can. I placed my order the other day, and it should be arriving tomorrow. So I haven't put in an order yet for stuff, but I need some more cardstock. So all right, I'm going to turn my camera down. We're going to do a draw. Oh, I got the ribbon. I got the ribbon, Denise. And happy Tuesday. So, hello, Kathy. Hello, Denise. Hello, Margaret Ann. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'm going to turn my camera down, and we'll do Wheel Decide. See who wins some embellishments or a card this week. And there we go. All right. Let me get this back up. Make it bigger. And there we go. So who's the lucky winner this week? Ooh. So this is another Denise, but it's spelled a little different. Denise Gullion. She commented on YouTube after she watched the replay, and so she wins. I will contact her and find out where she lives. So she'll either get some retired embellishments or a card. So anyway, that's that. Ramona, welcome. Happy Tuesday. And oh, thank you. Yeah. I hope so too. I have a card class on Saturday that I'm hosting, and I can't be passing around my germs. So my friend Ned's a couple doors down is not feeling good. She's got bronchitis, and I saw her, so hopefully it doesn't go that route. But my husband was down and out for a bit, and I think he's passed it on. So keep telling him not to breathe on me. But anyway, so hopefully it just stops here, and this is the end of it. So, all right. So let me just show you. These are quick and easy cards. Experienced crafters, you just have to take a look at them and you will know how to do them. But I will show you some using the papers, and I've brought in the gold paper, which is also on sale, 20% off. So stock up on some of that. So I use the gold foil paper and my embossing tools and the gold embossing powder. And this, I think these cards are going to go to my sister-in-law, who is just loves this kind of stuff. So she's in church every Sunday and Christmas, and so these are excuse me, 4 cards. So I went ahead and I had to place an order the other day, and like I said, it's coming in. So I was down to my last couple of sheets of Night of Navy card stock. So I have, this is it, and I've got a few pieces of scraps that I can cut some circles and that kind of thing out of. So I've got enough to make 4 cards. And the designer series paper, did you see it? Oh, I should have grabbed it. My apologies. So it is very vanilla and the Night of Navy. So these are 3 of the designs in the Night of Navy, and then the very vanilla has exactly the same same pieces. So I've gone ahead and cut some. So it's basically, I'll grab this. We might need that. Anyway, let's see what I've got. So I didn't get much of a chance to prep, but I did get a few things done. So what I've done is I like to put the gold on and just line the card. So I went ahead and I cut for all 4 cards some foil. So this was cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I took my stitched rectangle dies, and I used the second largest die, and I cut the inside out because I can use the inside for other things like cutting my stars that I'm going to use, and you know, whatever else I need. So we'll use those. I cut those. I cut a couple of pieces of designer series paper. So I'm just gonna wing it here, and I'll put my cards here. Let's see. I do need another piece of the designer series paper, which is probably buried. It is. So we'll be cutting some of that too. But so the pieces that you want to go over top of that are going to be cut down 1/8 of an inch, smaller than 4 by 5 1/4. So let's just, I have to see it too. So it'll be 3 7/8. So I'm just going to trim a little bit off of this, and 5 1/8. So 3 7/8, 5 1/8, and then it will layer perfectly on top of our gold. So let's just quickly put a couple of cards together, and then I will let you go. Hello, Tina Berry. Hello. Hello, Dorothy. How are you today? Yes, the paper's pretty. So I noticed. Let's grab, I'm going to do one in very vanilla. So just my regular card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Let's bring in our bone folder and burnish the edge. I'm going to take my gold foil and I want to put that down. And so this will look a little bit different, I think. And so they don't all have to be the same, but the sentiments will be. But we'll do this one in very vanilla instead of the Night of Navy. And I know that my friend Dorothy would love these cards as well. So I'm trying to get the rest of my cards done so I can mail out to friends and downline and family members for gifts and stuff. So isn't that pretty? Okay, so what do we want to do with this now? I could bring in some blue, some scraps. Like I said, we're going to cut some more. I don't have everything cut here. I have a piece of gold scrap that I could put across here. And then, but I think what I'm going to do is bring in my embossing. Ready? Like I said, nothing's ready. So here's one of the centers of my my cards, and I think this is going to be a little short. So we are going to cut a piece of gold. I'll save that other piece for something else. And we'll bring this in and die cut. So this is from, I want to display the gold in any way I can, just to bring out the gold in the designer series papers. So I am going to use the Joy of Noel dies. I believe that's that one and not the other one, but I'm going to cut that out. And I'm going to put that on this card. And hopefully that cut all the way through. And I could do a little better. So I am going to line it up. Again, you can feel it move around and it goes back into the spot that it was, hopefully. Now, there we go. No, I'm moving it. Sorry. So it didn't cut all the way through. There we go. That feels like it. All right. So it's going to be one of those days. Good. So I can take some time and punch out. Oh, I need a centerpiece. So I need a piece of blue. And I'm going to use the die that and cut one of those out. Thanks, guys. All right. So these are easy, and you have fun playing with your die cutting machine and heat embossing. So let's just do that. I think the Glory to God in the Highest is fits perfectly on this square. So I'm going to do that. Now, a trick that I found, if you use your embossing buddy because you don't want the static, but be careful you don't put too much on. Otherwise, the ink stamps on it and dries so that the embossing powder does not stick to it. And so then it won't heat up and melt. So be careful how much powder comes out of this when you are stamping. So I threw out, because I thought my powder was bad, and I threw it out only to dig it back out and try it with less powder on, and it worked fine. So I thought my powder was old. So I'm going to bring in my stamp and find my Versamark. I've got a mess happening here. All right. All right, I've got that. Bring in my embossing tray. This is the only one you'll have to watch me do. I've got the rest of my sentiments done, I believe. So that's good. And we'll bring in our heat tool. And then you're going to watch it melt. And see how quickly, once the heat gun heats up, there we go. Perfect. All right. So set that aside. Pinch some of those out. And let's adhere this. Make sure you don't rub on it too soon. Let it dry, because when it's still wet, I've gone to wipe things off and smeared the sentiment. So I have some of these still in here, which I will take out. But for now, I'm just going to put that on, and that will be popped up and will be our first card. I need dimensionals. I'm down to the ends on all my dimensionals. I've been trying to use those up, but all right. Okay. So there we have that. We could have put it sideways if you want it sideways, landscape, but we'll just do portrait. But there's the first card. So quick and easy. And hello, Carla. Hi, Natalie. And so that's good. I will do the next one. I've already got it cut. So let's pull in some Night of Navy. This one is my favorite. So in the dies, there are, I don't have them on a magnetic sheet, but these are the dies. It comes with one that cuts out the wishing you the best and brightest holiday season sentiment. There's a background one. It and would look really nice. Here's a piece of. You'd be able to see the gold through the holes. This comes with a hybrid embossing folder as well, so it will emboss and cut out these stars. But I've used the gold and I've cut out some of these stars to use on these cards. So I'm going to bring in another one of these gold pieces. Oh, I'm getting hot. I feel like I'm sweating here. My my husband took my temperature on Sunday. I had a wicked headache, migraine, body ached. He comes up with a thermometer. It's one of those ear thermometers, and I was laying there half asleep, and he sticks it in my ear, and I must have jumped a mile. But needless to say, I had a fever. All right. So, like I said, 1/8 of an inch smaller, just so we can see that border. I love this one with the stars, this paper. So we could do this exact same card with the very vanilla stars. All right. So we've got that centered. And then we will, what did I do with those? All right. So I've cut out two of these stars, and I'm going to glue one on top of the other just so it gives it that 3D effect. I'm going to. Oh, is that right? Yeah, I was fine. I was just, I got bags under my eyes. I just laid, and I slept. I slept all day Sunday. And I felt a little better yesterday. And then towards in the evening, it not so much. Okay. So I've used my God, I just see the name of that the die set that I never remember the name of. I've used the circle die out of there, and I'm going to pop that up and just put it down here. Oh, I wish I could remember the name of that. For the life of me, I just cannot. I want to say Stitch So Sweetly, but it's not. And And then I'd have to go fly over there to find out. So it'll come to me after I'm off. So you could pop this up with dimensionals as well, but I'm just going to lay it flat. And then I've cut out some more stars. And thanks, Dorothy. Oh, I plan on feeling better by Saturday. If I have to sleep for the next 3 days. Okay. There we go. There's card number 2. I really like this one. So this sentiment, the stars are brightly shining, and we've pulled in a lot of the gold out of that designer series paper. So, all right. Now, let's see. I will need to cut some more designer series paper. So let's go with what do we got? I need to use up what I've already cut, so I'm going to pull this. Or do I? No. Let's stick with. Well, let's go with this. So we want it just a little bit smaller. So 3 7/8, 5 1/8. Save these pieces because we can make some cards with that at a later date. Don't throw out any of your scraps, except maybe like things like this. I'm going to pull in a piece of, let's see, some of this. So I'm going to cut this down to 5 1/4. I'm going to use this and put it on here. So I need to cut that down to 3 7/8. All right. Let's get that out of the way. Pull in a card base. I hope I'm not confusing you because I'm confused. No, not deckled dies. Stylish shapes. Thank you, Carla. Yes, stylish shapes dies. I don't know why I can't remember that. Stylish shapes have the circles and the squares and flagged pieces and it's my go-to. Dorothy. Those are the ones we were trying to talk Leanne into getting. All right. So again, we're going to put this on the other one that I did. I used blue as the background, but like I said, I'm running short on I'm down to my last few pieces of Night of Navy. So I have more gold than I have Night of Navy. So we'll use the gold. All right. Okay, so we have that, and this is the piece with the stars on it. So I'm going to, instead of doing the landscape, I'm going to do it to this vertically. And I'm going to put this down. And I cut out one of these stars out of the gold. And I'm going to adhere that right there. Now we could pull in some ribbon too, if we wanted. So I did get some of the ribbon, and I haven't used it yet. I've got this piece, it just sits there. But yeah, I think there's enough going on with the designer series paper and the gold, and I think just a basic card would look good. So now I can either pull in, I've done 2 sentiments, one in blue and one in the, I think I'll go with the very vanilla. We'll pop that up again. We'll pop this up. So a little bit of time, and these all come together quite quickly. So, oh, you couldn't see the stitching. No, you can't. I guess with all the light, you can't. But there's card number 3. So they look quite elegant. The designer series paper and the gold together. It's just like nice. So the last one is, let's see. Oh, holy night. So we'll grab a piece of designer series paper. I think, did I already cut this one down? Didn't I? Nope. So we're doing basically the same things. So you can use up all of your designer series paper, putting together these cards. And we'll do that on the Night of Navy. So, not bad. We're only 34 minutes in. Yeah. I went and scored it or burnished it, and it's not even. You can't have that. There we go. Okay. And so that's all the same basic designs, just different different sentiments and different paper. And it changes it up. All right. So now what I want to do is take a strip of Night of Navy. Now on this card, I embossed it. You don't have to. So I cut a 1 1/4 by 3 7/8. I'll put that right there. And then pop up our sentiment, and we're done. And you don't need any embellishments on these. They are there's so much going on in there. It would just be lost. All right, where's my Oh Holy Night? And you see, I touched this obviously when it was wet. There's my fingerprint there. So, all right, what did I do with the embellishments? Almost. Oops. Almost done. So I'm just all I'm going to do for each of the blue cards is put some very vanilla cardstock on the inside, and probably some of the designer series paper, some strips that I have cut off, and put that on there, and then we're done. So this is 4 cards. So in about half an hour. So it'll take you just a little bit longer just to heat emboss and die cut all of them. But there's 4, I think, quite stunning cards. So that are easy to put together and utilizes this designer series paper and the gold foil paper. So you know, hopefully somebody will enjoy receiving these as a gift. I shouldn't say somebody. I hope my sister-in-law likes them. So those will be for her. And yeah, that is it. Thank you, Margaret Ann. So let's see. What am I doing here? I've kind of lost it. So there we go. See my bags? You would think of all the sleep that I got on Sunday, I should be I shouldn't have bags. So, but thank you, Carla. I will. I'm not feeling too bad. Like I just like, other than the bags, and I kind of sound a little off, and a bit of a cough and sweating. I'm feeling okay. So, but anyway, thanks for joining me, ladies. I really appreciate it. And I will be back on Thursday at 4:00. And I don't know if I'll be making some more cards. If I can come up with a fun folder, using this designer series paper, then we'll see. But if not, so I'll come up with something different. And thanks, Denise. So anyway, until Thursday, have a wonderful couple of days, and I will see you then. Bye for now.